Welcome back, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be my final test for dowel strength. I've tested everything from drill bit size, the amount of force it takes to insert the dowel peg, the amount of glue used, clamping force, and also 90 versus miter, and I have figured out a really good procedure going forward for what I'm going to do for using dowel pegs in my future projects. But one thing I haven't tested out is these commercially available dowel pegs. I mean, the bag at the bottom is what I use. I like it because I can cut it to whatever size I want, put a little bevel on the top, as you can see there, and go to work on it. But the commercially available ones are fluted, and I've asked a few people, and some people say that it should allow for better flow of glue around the peg and, of course, the joint. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these last remaining pieces. They are getting quite a bit shorter than they were when they started, but they're big enough for this last test, and I'm going to cut them, make them all the same size, and I'm going to test out, as always, I'm just a straight glue joint, and then I'm going to use, well, the two different pegs. So it should be, well, like I said, the final aspect of this. So I'm going to do all that off camera. I'm just going to use the 7/16, the one drill bit size that I like for these particular pegs, and clamp them all up. And because I was really busy, they actually set up for quite some time. And here we go. This is going to be the last, like I said, it should be interesting. One other thing I noticed while I was doing this, and I'm going to flip it around the other side here for a second, the fluted is on the right, and you'll notice that there is a little bit of a gap for the round, like around the edge, whereas on the left, which is straight, it gives you a much nicer finish. Minor detail, but it is something important because, well, the reason to do this is to make the joints look nice. And I think the straight ones, not the fluted ones, give it a little bit better look. But anyway, it won't matter if these things are considerably stronger. So this is just, as always, just the glue joint. And then just taking a rather consistent amount of force. You can see the glue holds quite well, but you can see the splintering there, and that is obviously where the wood grain itself is letting go. So this is straight, the one I've been using, and this is the strongest that I've got so far, and it actually is really strong. As you see, it popped out of the clamp. It wasn't quite where I needed it, and I am putting a lot of force on this to get it to break, and here we are finally getting the joint to break. Like I said, I'm not putting a minimal amount of effort in this. I'm trying quite a bit to get this to fail, and not there yet. I'm going to put it in again and just crank it right down and finally get this to break fully. You can see it even from this angle here, that the wood itself along the grain is splitting, and that's basically what's letting go here. But I am going to, like I said, make it fail completely, snap that off, and give you a look at it here. There you go. The pegs are holding really well. One snapped completely, one pulled out a little bit. But yeah, that joint took a great deal of effort to break, and that's all I really need to know. I'm quite happy with that. So this is the fluted commercial, and as you can tell, I mean, obviously this is just, visual. There's no actual force gauge put on this or anything, but you can see I'm not really trying that hard. My guess is because they're fluted, even though there's a lot of glue that goes through the actual parts of the holes, the contact between the peg and the sides is reduced because you have the fluting. That's my guess. But anyway, going forward, I'll probably end up using these things up on something that doesn't really matter. But I am going to be using the straight dowel pegs with the system I figured out. So thank you very much for watching. Leave comments. Let me know what you think about all this. And if I've missed something, like if there's some aspect of dowel pegs that you're interested in, leave a comment below, and I will get to that. And hopefully we'll wrap this all up completely. But going forward, 7/16 hole for the size of pin I have, and then again I can custom size them to whatever I need, and it works best for me. So I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.